This time we take a look back to our Pilbara days and explore parts of another railway line, an old telephone bunker, the Klondike, and see if we can find an old gun. This amazing day trip from Port Hedland to Corunna Downs is about 500 kilometres, nothing for people living in the Pilbara. Our first stops are on the Coogan River to check out some refreshing waterholes. This is Edginbar siding on the old Marble Bar to Port Hedland railway line, which was abandoned in 1951. A fire many years ago destroyed the wooden frame of the water tank. There is another siding further north called Coogan, but I never found that one. During the days of rocketry at Woomera, one flight path crossed the Pilbara to a place called Talgarno, which is near Anna Plain Station. To support this operation, the phone lines were upgraded, and this is the remnant of an underground signal repeater.
Where's that bastard? Wouldn't like that sunbird much though, would he? No.
There is not much left inside, but it makes a really good home for the geckos that you can hear barking quietly in the background. Down in the bunker, the remaining comms rack still has some of the original modules still in place.
Other fella probably ate him. Does he call it? Crawl out the top and I scared him back in.
This strange contraption is the support for the open wire lines that cross the Coogan River.
Isn't that beautiful?
This area is the Klondike Boulder mine, with some very unusual rock formations. It is pretty harsh country out here, with few trees and lots of spinifex. These days were pretty warm too, around 38 degrees as we explored the bush. There are quite a few deep holes out here and a lot of care is needed near the crumbling edges.
There's a hole in your roof.
It was so hot out here the girls would not leave the air-conditioned comfort of the cars, which ran for the whole day.
And that is?
Yep.
What?
A rock. Well, it's laid something.
While there are some pretty deep holes out here, there was also this adit. It's a good place for snakes to hide as well as bats, and they can stay in there undisturbed.
What's the significance of that mound you parked on?
Lunch. Julie wants to have lunch.
Harold's General Store then.
Cafe. This is
The ruins of the Klondike Boulder Queen Mine. Be careful, here's a big bloody hole. The chassis of an old car. And a deep hole. Full of bats. lunch stop. Big boiler for the mine. You can see the controls on the right hand side there. And the winder drums by the looks of them.
It's hard to imagine the effort required to transport this type of machinery to this isolated spot.
Amazing.
This adit has been barricaded to prevent people from going inside, but it is clear that some people have got there. It is fascinating looking around old mines, but they can be very, very dangerous.
Our intrepid adventurer heading up to the top of the mountain to see what's buried.
Our last stop is the old World War II air base at Corunna Downs. I have spent many hours researching this place and wandered the site over the last 40 years. One of the prominent features is an ironstone ridge, and this time we are looking to see what is hidden under a pile of rocks on the top. As we zoom out, you get a better understanding of the size of this ridge and the boulders that make it up. I am also able to use old photographs taken in World War II to work out the locations of various buildings from this high vantage point. On a previous trip to Corunna Downs, I thought I saw something under these rocks that resembled a rifle, but I was mistaken. It was just a stick. And as the day draws to a close, we have this spectacular Pilbara sunset on the 2-hour drive back to Port Hedland.